Well, Dale, we've just watched you final preparations for tomorrow. First off, then rewind to last week then against Cross Keys. A difficult place to go, but you seem to have a bit of a hold on them. How was the performance last week then compared to the first two games of this season?
It wasn't a great performance, but it was a very, very intense encounter, and it was a very meaningful performance. You know, the boys put a lot of heart and soul into it. They played not just with their hearts, but with the top 3 inches, which is great, because we have been playing some dumb rugby as of late. Don't get me wrong, Cross Keys are a very, very good side, you know, and we knew we had to be up there, up there and play well to come away with the spoils. And we just finished well. We didn't have as much ball as we'd like, and our speed of ball wasn't good at all, you know. And that's what we've worked on this week, making sure we can recycle that ball in 2-3 seconds, whereas it was pretty slow up there. But in saying that, when we had our opportunities, we took them, and I'm guessing they'll be disappointed because reciprocally they didn't do that.
Yeah. Some more changes for tomorrow's game. The policy from last season still goes on. I'm thinking the likes of Gavin Dacey, you know, does he sort of, from his sort of try scoring over the past few games, do sort of names grab the attention and make themselves sort of available, or, you know, for the team? Because obviously you try to give boys game time week in, week out.
Yeah, you're right there. You know, the case in fact is that Dacey and Locks played exceptionally well, and they pretty much forced my arm in selection, or our arm in selection, and John, we probably can't leave them out.
Yeah.
When they're playing this well, you know, they've got to be on the pitch, and it's a bit harsh for the other boys, but the other boys will get their opportunity.
Yeah.
But it's all about momentum. It's a televised game, and, you know, we'd like to make a statement, as well as Newport, for whatever reason. Okay, I'm guessing it's the Johnny Bryant and Sven Kroenke effect. They play exceptionally well against us. So, if I'm to be honest, the result is probably more key than the performance, because Newport are a banana skin and a half.
Yeah, you mentioned there the banana skin. I think it was a Sunday game last year down at Rodney Parade where Newport beat you, and the only sort of defeat in the Principality Premiership for you throughout the season. You know, what is it about Newport? You know, what do they bring to the table in terms of playing against Ponty? Because they always seem to be close affairs, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to hear Sven's speech before the game, because you know, he's a Ponty legend, and so is Johnny B. So they're going to come here, and they're going to motivate their boys, you know, and that's what they've done in the last couple of years. And yeah, we lost down there for the right reasons. They were better than us on the day. And you know what? We do not play poorly against them. They just happen to play exceptionally well against us. So we've got that in the back of our mind, you know. But, you know, our motivation is never what's in the changing room next door. Our motivation is always internal. It always comes within. It's all about us trying to achieve our goals as individuals and collectively. And if we can do that, the result normally looks after itself. And that's not disrespect to the opposition. It's actually respect to the opposition. Because if I focus on, argument's sake, Newport more this week than I do against Llandovery next week, then we're going to come unstuck against Llandovery. So, you know, they get the same respect that any side does, but the important thing for us is that internal motivation.
Yeah, and a few players back from Sem's duty, you know, is that sort of good to have in terms of personnel to bring back, or could that sort of unsettle things? You know, how do the boys sort of cope with all the changes that sort of happen every week?
No, it doesn't unsettle things, because they're good professionals. You know, that's why they play sevens all year round, because they're very, very good professionals, and they understand what it takes to achieve. So they come straight back in, knowing all the calls, knowing all the triggers. So that's not a problem. As well as, you know, we've got to utilise them while we've got them, because we don't have them a lot.
Yeah.
They might be available to us 10, 12 games max. So if that's the case, it's great to see them out there. It's great to utilise them. But the important thing is every time they play, we're resting someone for the games that they're not available for.
Yeah. The final thing that you did the training there was looking at the scrum, the pack, etc. Any news on that? You know, because that has been struggling a bit of late.
Yeah, but there's a vast improvement against Cross Keys, you know, and you know, I'll take blame as well. You know, I coached it too honestly because I listened to the refs and the presentation they delivered at the beginning of the season. The fact of the matter is, if you adhere to every single law in that scrum, then we're just going to be watching scrums all day, or penalties all day from scrums. So I understand now, okay, that, you know, we've got to buy into the directives and buy into the laws, but at the same time, just don't get bogged down by them.
Yeah.
We have been improving week in and week out, and I think you'll see another improvement on Sunday, although, you know, Newport's renowned for a very strong scrum, but as I say, I'm looking for improvement from all 8 forwards.
Yeah, does it make a difference that it's a game on television? You know, does that increase the pressure, or do you just treat it as another day?
I suppose it does increase the pressure because it's a visual, isn't it? You know, you're there to be shot down or to have your accolades. So the pressure is on you no matter how you think you're Mr. Cool and you think I can handle all this and this and that. When you run out here, you know you're on the box and you know a lot of people are watching you. Okay, so for that reason, you've got you've got to be a hero or zero, and you've got to play to the best of your ability because you want people to be proud of you, you know, and they see it on the box, you know. So yeah, there's added pressure. At the same time, that's what the game's all about, you know, and it's absolutely brilliant